Hey everybody, welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. It's been about a month since Representative Sheila Jackson Lee proposed Bill H.R. 127, and a lot of channels on YouTube did their usual fear-mongering, saying that this was the gun apocalypse, or it would end the Second Amendment as we know it. And as we soon found out, it was just a Democratic wish list following Joe Biden's plan to stop gun violence in America. A day or so after I made my video about H.R. 127, I posted another video, and in that video I said that the Democrats would have a better chance of passing gun control a little bit at a time. And in these two bills we're going to talk about today, that's exactly what the Democrats are trying to do. The first bill we'll talk about is H.R. 8, the Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2021. I'm going to put the bill up on the screen so you can follow along with me. I'm not going to go through the whole bill, I'm just going to go through parts that stand out. Basically, this bill is what Democrats have been trying to do for quite a long time, is universal background checks, making it mandatory that every gun purchase has to go through an FFL and pass a background check. Where I want to key in on this bill is not what it does do, but what it doesn't do. It states in the bill, shall not apply to a transfer that is a loan or a bona fide gift between spouses, between domestic partners, between parents and their children, including step-parents and stepchildren, between siblings, between aunts and uncles and their nieces and nephews, or between grandparents and their grandchildren, if the transferor has no reason to believe that the transferee will use or intends to use the firearm in a crime or is prohibited from possessing firearms under state or federal law. It doesn't apply to a transfer or executor, administrator, trustee, or personal representative of an estate or a trust that occurs by operation of law upon the death of another person. It doesn't apply at a shooting range or in a shooting gallery or other areas designated for purpose of target shooting. It doesn't apply while reasonably necessary for the purposes of hunting, trapping, or fishing if the transferor has no reason to believe that the transferee intends to use the firearm in a place where it is legal and has a reason to believe that the transferee will comply with all licensing and permit requirements for such hunting, trapping, or fishing, or while in the presence of the transferor. Under rules of interpretation, nothing in this act or any amendment made by this act shall be construed to authorize the establishment, directly or indirectly, of a national firearms registry. And in my personal opinion, this bill does have a chance of passing. The next bill we're going to talk about is H.R. 1446. That is the Enhanced Background Checks Act of 2021. This bill is also on Joe Biden's list on how he's going to stop gun violence in America. Most of us know when you go to purchase a firearm at an FFL and you fill out your background check, and if it comes up delayed, you have to wait 3 business days. And if there's still no response from the background check, the FFL can legally sell that firearm. But this bill would change it from 3 business days to 10 business days. I'm not a lawyer, but if I read this bill correctly, after those 10 business days, that you still might not be able to get your firearm, that they could delay you another 25 to 30 days, which of course is absolutely ridiculous. My question is, do the Democrats really think that these 2 bills, if passed, will stop criminals from getting firearms? And of course we all know the answer to that no, it will not, because they're criminals. Criminals don't follow the law. I think most of us saw that report a couple of years ago that 70% of criminals that use firearms in their crime said they were stolen or got them off the streets, and then the rest of them got their firearms through straw purchases. What actually would happen if these 2 bills are passed would just make it harder for a law-abiding citizen to purchase a firearm. And of course the Democrats do know that that's exactly what those bills would do. And they will tell you straight to your face and through mainstream news media that they want to pass bills that are common sense gun control, and they will save lives. But we all know the Democrats' true agenda is to take away our Second Amendment rights. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit those post notifications. And I will see you in tomorrow's video.